Right, hello. I'm going to be going out now and just walking around the local neighbourhood. As you can probably see, I have changed my top. The other one was a little bit too hot and too thick. It is quite sunny outside, so I thought I'd just have something light on. That's why. And I've changed my hat. I think. I don't know what hat I was wearing in my last video. Anyway, so I'm going to go out, and I have found quite a few places where I can actually have a sit down and you know do a little bit more of a video. We are going to go out and drop a lure. I found a really nice place in a park, and I'm going to be dropping a lure there, and we're going to be just chilling for about half an hour once we get there, and then we're going to come back and then probably go out and do something else as well. That will be the time we get into the car, and then we drive to different locations that I have found recently. It's always good to have a car with Pokemon Go, because it's like right now, the place that I live in, there's not really much going on. To be fair, there's quite a good number of Pokestops around within walking distance. However, the Pokemon are roughly the same, and if you're not putting a lure down or incense, you kind of do get the same thing. So that's what we're going to do now. I've actually done my errands I needed to do, and I thought, well, I was doing some video, but we had some technical difficulties in my software, and unfortunately didn't capture any video. However, I've come back and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to go out and actually try and catch some good rare Pokemon. So yeah, see you later. Right, I've just come out of my apartment, and I've just walked across the park that is right near by my place I live, and I thought I'd just stop at the other side of it and just tell you a little bit of the goals that we are trying to achieve today. I've just checked my egg status, and we have 5 eggs on the go. We have four are 5 kilometre eggs, and one is a 10 kilometre egg. We have 3 that are 0.8 kilometres out of 5, so quite a bit to go there. However, we do have a 1 5 kilometre egg with a 3.9, so we've only got 1.1 K left, and the 10 kilometre one is 5.8, meaning we have 4.2 left on that one. My goal for today's episode is to actually hatch all 5 of these eggs. As this is the first proper episode, how awesome would it be to actually have 5 eggs hatching all on the first episode? So yeah, let's see what's on the radar. We have a Magikarp at the moment, nothing too special. Zubat, Spearow, Pidgey, and a Rattata. So nothing at the moment. I have just caught myself a Pidgey. However, though, we are seriously low on Pokeballs. We have 4 Pokeballs, 4 Great Balls. However, we do have 20 Ultra Balls, so at least that is one good thing. You do get Ultra Balls at the level 20. So yeah, let's continue to the park where I'm going to be going. There are quite a number of Pokestops there, so I'm hoping I can cash in on some more Pokeballs over there. There is a gym also, which is my gym. I've always wanted to reclaim it back. Me and my wife, we always go over there and try and stake it as our own. We defended it once by Rent Team. They came over, and at the same time they were trying to take over, and me and my wife were there defending it at that time, and we won. So I'd just like to say that's a win for the blue team. They walked away without actually claiming it. They claimed it a few times, but then me and George kind of just sort of took it back straight away. So yeah, let's go over there and see what we do get on the way. I do know that there's quite a few Pokemon spawn places, so I'm hoping for a Nidoran male. whereby we can then eventually evolve my my other Nidoran I have for a Nidorina. So let's go. Right, hello, and we're back. We've just walked over to the park, and as you can see, we are at the gym that I was talking to you about. Currently, it's been held by my team. So let's just see what we have in here. We have a Venonat to 14, a Drowsy to 26, and a Pidgeot at 526. Okay, it needs 3,000 for, sorry, 2,000 for another one to go in. So we are going to do our first training battle. As you can see, I've got my Lapras. This will probably take some time, so I'll yeah, okay, Mum. That's talking about a job potential. So right, so let's do the first one, and we'll probably end up. I'll show you the last one, so I'll probably continue to do this off camera, and then I'll get back to you when we are able to put a Pokemon in. Oh, okay. That's great that you're ready to pack up. Right, that's my team at this precise moment in time. As I've just realised that my Flareon has been kicked out of the gym. That gym was just over the road from me, so we will probably end up having to go over there again and put something in. Put my Flareon back in. As you can see, I'm not really high levels, but my pride and joy is my Lapras. So let's go, and I will show you what I'm going to be putting into this gym to help it stay blue. Right, so I've got up to the point where my next battle is going to be level 4 for this, and actually it's quite amusing because as I was doing this, 3 guys older than me, so I'm 25, so you're probably looking about early 30s, all 3 of them walked over, and they were talking about Pokemon Go, and they were actually playing it. Right, I'm sorry about that. I don't know what happened to the recording of that. I must have not done it, pressed the button. So I've just literally taken the gym up to the next level. As you can see, it is level 4 now. And I can now put a Pokemon in. So I think I'm going to put my Flareon in. However, I do know Flareon can actually kick some arse. I left my Lapras over in a gym near where I work, and it stayed there for about 2 days until someone completely obliterated the whole thing. Now, obviously, with gym taking over an enemy's gym, you kind of need more than one person to do it. If you've got more than one person to do it, you stand far better chance. So let's just put my Flareon in there, and as you can see, my Flareon is sitting lovely and proud up the top there. Right, so I'm going to probably go over to the place that I like going over to. It's right by a Pokestop, and it's like a little bit of secluded place outside the actual park itself. So I'm going to take a walk over there. It's over there. I don't know where. If you can just see, you've got that building, and then to your right you've got that clock tower. That's where we're going to be heading out at the moment. Now, also, I don't know whether you can see, we have a Machop somewhere, and bloody Zubats. So, I'm going to go over there and stock up on some Pokeballs. Let's go.